My god. Hi nerds, hope you're doing well. As you can see, I'm currently sitting here. My tablet is dead. I'm pretty sure the charging cable died. So I'm gonna be running down to the store to get a new one fairly shortly. But I figured it would be worth talking about this. We should know by tonight where exactly everything falls. At least when it comes to stat and, you know, everything else. Stats and everything else. Distribution as well. But for those who don't know and haven't been paying attention, male Kana there, the blue Dragonstone unit, is of course going to be our next GHB. And you know what? Before we begin talking about this a little too much, let me just point out real quick that we do have two winners for that comment contest we've had. That of course goes to Yakul, who talked about what units he wanted from Hero Fest. I really agree with Dorcas. I mean, Jenny would be cool to see make a return, but I'm not too sure about that because she's kind of come, you know, she's been in a few before. Still, nonetheless, I really like the idea of Dorcas and maybe even Katarina coming back. From there, Awkward Person really wants Azura to have her own weapon, and technically she did have her own weapon in the game, at least in her own game, Blessed Lance, of course, and she may very well get that fairly soon, so you never know. She is a original unit that started from the start of the game, so, well, there's always a chance. So congratulations to you two. Please do contact me via, you know, well, I did reach out to you in the comments, so just come back to me, talk to me, and we'll get you situated with your gift cards. Now, I'm just going to move this over to the side since I can, and what's going to happen is we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit weird real quick, okay? So, obviously we have Kana coming out, and he is going to be our next GHB, but there is a little bit of an oddity, and I'm sure a lot of you have pointed it out already. I'm of course referring to the event schedule that we've had for a little while now. Obviously, on this side, the GHB for Kana is on the 3rd of May. And from there, we're going to see where exactly certain things land. Because Kaze is mysteriously not attached to any sort of event from what we can tell. But I do want to remind you guys, when I mentioned Tempest Trials, a lot of you were like, well, you know, it's too soon. There's already a Tempest Trial going on right now. Why would they do another one right away? I will mention this just because I can. So, when New Year's characters came out, and we knew that New Year's Corrin was a thing, they were added at the end of December. New Year's Corrin didn't even come out until the middle of January. In fact, a little bit more towards the late end of January. So, I'm just saying that while they've added these characters, it does not necessitate that they're going to be released right away. I think that is quite obvious. And looking at the event schedule, you can obviously see that a lot of events are kind of missing. You'll notice that a lot of events kind of trail off after around the 4th or the 7th. We have new quests and all this other stuff, and of course new heroes, but we haven't really seen much outside of that. We have a little bit of a taper-off date, so we're going to have to work with that. I'm not saying that Kaze may not be a Tempest Trial unit. He might very well be that, but we do have a little bit of time in between this, between a new heroes summoning that's starting on the 10th of May, which is actually relatively soon, and of course, the time between that to actually get something new. So, there's no events here. Where could he come from? Well, maybe he's attached to Golden Week. Maybe we just all get a Kaze for fun. That's like best case scenario. The other things I can think of is that maybe he's attached to a banner that might be released later. That's worst case scenario, and a lot of you are worried that it might be another Ira, but the thing is, if he is attached to another banner, they'll probably announce that before he comes out, so it won't just suddenly be a drop. You know, like Ira was, where Ira was just like, oh, is she gonna be a free unit? And then bam, suddenly there's a banner for it. Now, we know that they at least take their time and tell us beforehand. So obviously, we have a few things that I'm wondering about. I personally am hoping that he's going to be a free unit, and that there's probably some sort of Tempest Trial or event that he will be gotten from. Or, you know, he may in fact end up being the Special Orb promo in May, which I'm a little worried about myself, but that is a possibility. The thing is, the event schedule does not usually contain every little bit of things that, you know, are going to actually be released in the month. Golden Week may actually have a banner. We don't know. There's just so much to talk about as time goes on, but as you can see, we're going to be looking at Golden Week in about, well, it's going to start at the end of the week. we're gonna be starting with Golden Week on Friday, and we're gonna be taking our time to see if that's actually gonna be there. Maybe, just maybe, Kaze might come from a Luceray dungeon. Ha 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 ha. Tap battle is a thing. Still, I know a lot of you are panicking and freaking out about Kaze and if he's going to be coming from whatever, but the simple thing is, when you see a character like this, it does not necessitate that they're going to be released right away. We've already seen this with New Year's Corn. We've actually seen this with a few other characters. When Book 2 came out, we, of course, had the Children of Fates. They were in there for a full 2 weeks, or at least a week and a half, before we actually got them into the game for ourselves. So, yeah, there is a lot of leeway. And I want people to realize that technically, don't give up on the fact that there may be a free Kaze at the end of the day. Because there very well may be. And that's pretty much all I gotta say here, guys, is, well, he may not be on the event schedule, but there may be things hidden around the corner that we just don't know of yet. Hell, he could be the legendary hero for all we know. Ha, 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 that's a joke. It's probably gonna be another Fates character. I'm joking, I don't know. I'm hoping for Marth myself still, because it just makes so much sense, but where do you think Kaze will be coming from, guys? As for now, enjoy your day. We'll be going over stats when they are released, and then of course summoning on the banner with a small summoning session when we get the chance. But for now, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. I love you guys very much.